Hello and welcome to the show, Alka. We are excited to have you on board. Would you like to give a brief rundown of yourself to our audience and then we can get started?
Hi, Saib. My name is Alka Badwal and I am from Dilshad Garden.
Okay.
I am practicing chartered accountant.
Oh, you are practicing chartered accountant. Okay, great. So let's get started with my first question, and it is to I want to know how you got into touch with Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj Ji and what were your spiritual beliefs before you started following this path?
Okay, first of all, I would like to say thank you to give me an opportunity to share my spiritual journey.
It's our pleasure to have you here.
Thanks. So, first of all, I would like to tell you that when I was kid, my search started towards to find the God started since my childhood.
Okay.
My mother and father were devotee of Satpal Ji Maharaj, and they used to took me to the religious meetings at that time.
Okay.
So I took
Satpal Ji Maharaj is like he's from Delhi, or where does he belong to?
Satpal Ji Maharaj is from Dehradun,
Okay.
Delhi. Yeah.
Okay. And you were following that path?
Yes, I was following Satpal Ji Maharaj since my childhood,
Okay.
as my mother and father were devotee of Satpal Ji Maharaj.
Okay. And then how did you, like, where did this turning point came, and how did you get into this path led by Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj?
Actually, as I grow up, I just realized that some questions begin to rise in my mind, in my heart, that there were three questions basically, that where I have come from, and what is my name, actually what I have come from, and what is my name, and why what will happen after the death, after my death. So these three questions began to disturb me, and I just tried to find the answers of these questions, but I was not successful to find the answer of these questions from Satpal Ji Maharaj satsang. So
Okay.
so my search began from there itself.
Okay.
And my father-in-law and my mother-in-law also was the devotee of Satpal Ji Maharaj.
Okay.
That was the reason I got married with in that family. But after certain time, we went to US with my husband.
Okay.
So when we were coming back, my mother-in-law told me that you will find something change when you will come back. So when we returned to the home, there were no pictures of no idol and no picture of any god and goddess.
Okay.
As
Everything was transformed.
Yes, everything
Okay.
was transformed. So I was surprised that what happened, because that was the reason I got married in that house.
Correct.
So my father-in-law was also searching God. Actually, he was very keen to know that, although he was following the path that was told by Satpal Ji Maharaj, but he was not satisfied as well.
Okay.
So that question came into my mind, and I asked.
But what was the reason that you all were already following a path, and still it seems like you were unsatisfied with, like, what was the reason behind this dissatisfaction?
The reason behind that dissatisfaction was that as per Satpal Ji Maharaj, after, everyone has to pay for his sins. Although we are doing we are doing Nam Japs and we are doing Sad Bhakti, but even after that, we have to pay for our sins. So my question was that if we are doing worship and we are on the true path, then why we would have to pay for our
those
sins? As we have been told in satsangs, in many satsangs, that Sri Ramchandra, the god of then he would have to pay for, he has to pay for
He
his
had
sins
to
as
pay.
well.
Okay.
So that question came into my mind, and it turned me out that that should not be the true way, that if we, how we will get the true salvation up, if we will have to pay for sins. We have to be in birth and death cycle even after doing worship. Then what will be the benefit of that worship? So that was the turning point. And when I came back to India at my home, then my sister-in-law and my father-in-law gave me a book that because my sister-in-law, I used to discuss with my sister-in-law that these questions which are
were there in your mind.
Yeah. Then my sister-in-law handed over me a book that, Bhabhi, you are searching for the questions, you will get the answers of that
Okay.
questions in book itself. So please go through with it.
And which book was it?
It was Gyan Ganga book.
Okay.
Yeah, and I began to read that book, and I slowly I just found my answers of that questions.
All those answers
Yeah.
that were unanswered for quite a long time.
Yes, and then I got, and I was confident at that time after reading that book that this is the only true way. This is then Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj only telling the true way of worship, so that after following that we can get true salvation, and we will be free from birth and death cycle.
Okay, you realized it was the right path
Yes,
that you
I
were
realized.
searching for.
Yes, sooner and later I was confident after reading that book that this is the only true way and true path.
Okay, and which year is it when you started following Sant Rampal Ji
It
Maharaj's
was
path?
2016.
2016. Okay,
Yes.
okay. And it's been almost 8 years now. And are there any special experiences or some great benefits that you got after you started following this path?
First of all, the great benefit is the and I got answer of my questions, that is the
correct.
spiritual benefit. Apart from that, I would like to tell some benefits, because the list of benefits all
Is endless.
Yes,
Okay.
it's endless. But
Okay.
there are some 3 big benefits which I want to share with you.
Okay.
So first of all, when I was young, my mother and father used to believe in astrology.
Astrology.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, they used to believe in astrology, and as per my horoscope, at the age of 36, I will die
Oh.
because of some stomach related diseases. It was not specified in the horoscope that it will what kind of that diseases, but that was mentioned that it will be stomach related diseases.
Okay.
So when I was 36,
and it predicted that you will live only till the age of 36.
yes, it was predicted that
Okay.
So my mother was tensed about that. She knew that, that's why she was tensed. But when I was at 36 year of age, I got an allergic reaction,
Oh.
and that was very high. And doctor also said that allergic reaction is very high, and she could die if I. So I was tense, my family was tense. So my father-in-law prayed to the Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj.
And at that time, were you following this path?
Yes,
Okay.
I was following this path. So my father-in-law requested, and after 5 days, I totally recovered from that disease. So that was a big benefit that my life extended.
And you mentioned that it was kind of a deadly allergic attack.
Yes, it was deadly
and
allergic
it could have taken your life, as doctors said.
Yes, my all body gets swelled, and my
Oh.
tongue, my body turned blue, and my tongue got swelled, and it was really very high allergic reaction.
Did
as
you
per report
recall
as
at
well.
that time that you were 36 and it could have been the end of your life?
Actually, no. At that time, I was not aware of that this
Oh.
is because of. But although I knew that my age is less, but I didn't believe on very
That astrology.
Yes,
Okay.
I didn't believe that astrology, that something is could be happen. But after that incident, I just go through
Recalled
with the
everything.
horoscope which I had, because my father-in-law went prayed to God, and my life extended, and I was saved. So then I my faith towards Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj,
Which is amazing. I mean,
get
and
strong.
one follow-up question that I have here is, you are a chartered accountant by profession, and I'm sure you must have been a lot into, education, books, science, maths. Did you do you still really believe that some of these things can be cured by spirituality, and like even the predictions could go wrong?
Actually, first, as I told you, that I have been a spiritual kind of person since my childhood. And then chartered accountancy, after certain age of time, I just
Got into this.
Yes, I got into this. But before that, first of all, I had a very strong dedication towards God. And in karmas, I
Okay.
used to believe that
In
in
karma.
karmas.
Okay.
So but as I told you that my questions were begin to rise from my itself, from my mind. And so when I got the answer of these questions, then I become more confident,
Inclined towards this path.
Yes, I become more inclined with this part. And I just realized that whatever has been gone through with me to till that life, till that time, then I realized that everything was planned. Like I got into
God had
yes,
the plan.
yes, God had a plan, that marriage into that home where my father-in-law, then because he was also a spiritual kind of person. So when actually from I would like to give credit to my father-in-law itself, because he's the one who connected to the
Okay.
Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, and I just find my way.
Okay. And you spoke about 3 big benefits, you said. So, what was the other experience that you had?
And one another experience was that robbery took place in our house when we were out of our home.
Okay.
So my neighbor told us that robbery has been took at your home. So we prayed to the God. We prayed to the Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj that robbery has been took place at home, and as we follow him, we are following you, and what everybody will say that you were out and like you were devotee of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj.
And how can things go wrong with you?
Yes. So, but the big thing is that in next day, all the robbers with the stuff got caught, and we got our stuff back. That's a good relief at that
That's
time.
amazing. I mean, it's unbelievable that something like this could happen in a state like Delhi. I mean, you never get your things back after they have been robbed.
Yes, it was. I was also astonished to know.
Correct,
Yes,
correct.
but so that was the second benefit.
Okay.
And the third one I want to share, that my elder son, who is 13 years old right now,
Okay.
when my son was 6 months old, he used to get infections, severe infections, and he used to get admitted after every 6 months interval.
Okay.
So doctor and nurses also says that, do you like hospital? So you came after, even after every 6 months. So we were very disturbed at that time. We had no way to how to cure. Like doctor says that give him multivitamins and fruits, and but these were not working on him.
Okay.
Then my father-in-law, when we went to the Hisar, and then we requested to Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, he put his hand on my son's head and said, now he will not go any in hospital.
He'll not go to the hospital anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And did it really work?
Yes, now he is 13-year old. Now till the date he is he with the grace of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, he is not admitted in hospital anymore after that.
Okay. So it's a great, I mean, you call it miracle, and maybe this could have been a more, like all the more a new reason to believe more firmly on this path that Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj is sharing.
Yes, not only me, my son is who is also the devotee of Sant Rampal Ji
Okay.
Maharaj, and
At that young age.
yes, at that young age.
Okay.
Yes, and my mother and father who were devotee of
Satpal Ji
Maharaj, now
Maharaj.
he is also the devotee of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj.
Okay. One question that I would like to bring in here is what is the difference between teachings of Satpal Ji Maharaj Ji and Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj Ji? Because we still see a lot of people following Satpal Ji Maharaj, but you changed your direction and you got into this path being offered by Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj Ji. How are the paths different?
So the big difference I want to elaborate that as per Satpal Ji Maharaj, everyone pay for his karmas. Like if someone is doing bhakti and he's doing worship of God, then that's that deposited into the separate account, and the sins that everyone is committed because at daily life we are committing so many
A
sins.
lot of sins.
And, so the first of all, that question that bring in my mind, that how can one get true salvation if one have to pay for his sins. So that is a big change. But Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj always says that every sin you have committed till the time will be destroyed, as
If you follow the right path.
if you follow that right path, and if you follow the and second thing is that whatever Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj says, it is based on the true holy scriptures, all our holy scriptures like Quran, Vedas, and Bibles. It is based on true holy scriptures. So everything is written in that books.
Okay.
So that is the big I will say that is the big change that
So,
I noticed.
Holy Bible is one of the very famous and well-known spiritual book which is followed across the globe. People visit churches, people believe in Jesus as God, and but I've also heard people saying that God is formless. But do you think that people are actually following what is there in there? Because, and why I'm asking this question is, I'm just telling you where I'm coming from, is because I see people following some spiritual path, but then I also see them doing things that are not spiritually, which I would not expect somebody to do. For example, intoxication. For example, consuming non-vegetarian food. And then they call themselves a believer of God, but still people are not reaping those benefits. So what do you think is the disconnect here? Why are people still not able to get those benefits?
First of all, when I realized that thing when I was in US.
Okay.
So the people over there believe that there is no God.
There's no God.
No God.
Okay.
They are atheists. So
Okay.
what they believe in that we believe in ourselves, that we should do, we should enjoy our life, we should spend good time, but but they actually find this happiness into the
Intoxications, correct.
intoxications, and they just want to enjoy their life. They don't care about that what actually happening with them. They are finding the happiness in that thing. So I would like to say that if we consume intoxications, it although it renews our health, but also our mental health as well, because intoxications, by consuming intoxications and meat, one cannot get cannot get even close to the God.
Okay.
So
it's not the path.
It's not the path. I would like to say that first of all, as Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj also asked their devotees to not to, they are actually prohibited. Devotees are prohibited to consume intoxications.
And was it same when you were following Satpal Ji Maharaj?
No, it was not same.
Okay, there was no prohibition.
No prohibition. Like some of the devotees also consumes eggs and they smokes.
Okay.
So there was not such kind of prohibition.
There was no prohibition when you were following Satpal Ji Maharaj. But now that you are following Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, you are saying that there are certain limitations.
Yes, so there are that limitations that can create a good society. There if we will talk about that, what are the evils in our society.
And don't you feel kind of restricted with those limitations applied on you?
No, I want to tell you that after listening these restrictions and after reading these restrictions, I was quite happy, because there are some evils in our society. These that are like
intoxication is one of them.
Yes, intoxications and
dowry
system. And so Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj is creating a very good society. So that is the big change that I noticed from.
And you are happy with these prohibitions that have been applied?
Yes, I am very happy because these are not actually. First of all, if we listen about that, we will know that this is the prohibition. But now, when you will go deep inside, then you will came to know that these are not actually prohibition. They are creating a very good society. Like there are there are some basics, things like
some basic principles
yes,
that should be
that
followed
should be
ideally.
followed by
Correct.
every person. So this is
Okay. Okay. Any last message that you would like to, convey to the general public or the society about how is your spiritual path different from what they are following?
I would like to request people that everyone is finding God, everyone is in search of God. Then please spare some time in finding the, there are many social platform on which you can get YouTube's videos, and there are books which are delivering free. So,
Okay.
Please spend some time in reading that books and go through with the videos that are available on
Available
YouTube.
on YouTube. Okay.
So you can find. Actually, I was when I was young, I was scared. So my three big questions that actually where I have come from,
Okay.
and where I have to go after that, and to whom I belong to. What is my identity? So these are the questions which I wanted to find. So when I came to Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, so then I found the answer of these questions. So I would like to request that everyone who want to find the God, who is also want to search the God, then please read book and spend some time on searching YouTube videos that are available on many social platforms.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Alka. It was really great knowing you and knowing about your spiritual journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you.